Game of Thrones for Mount and Blade Bannerlord 2. It's recently just come with a brand new update, just in time for the Steam release, of course. That is 3.8, and it has brought a list of whole new additions, whole new changes. It's really an amazing mod, and I for one thoroughly recommend it. Prominent YouTubers such as Jackie Fish and Resonant have routinely covered this mod. This is my first time sort of playing the mod as a whole, but from what I've played, this is just an amazing mod. I have no words to say but praise at every corner, at every level, because this amount of work that has been added onto this, it's not easy to do it. 3.8 introduces a lot of new equipment, cultures, troops, settlements, lords, kingdoms. There's static wars in Westeros. You can steal unique weapons from some lords, and wanderers spawn at the campaign start. You have new wanderers, etc. There's bandit overridden castles to take. There's a new world map, north of Moat Cailin, expanded Stepstone, Slavers Base Islands added, and lots of other improvements and bug fixes. There is a lot of new additions within this mod. And personally, 3.8 really makes the mod fun. It's really made me appreciate how long I waited for this mod to get big substantial updates. And I have waited for it, and 3.8 is absolutely epic. It's absolutely brilliant. Now, I was playing as, let's say, one of the Lannisters, and I decided, right, I wanted to go and as Joffrey, well, not Joffrey, I was playing Fremont. That was his name. He trained in the Lannister army, right? He was just a simple, humble guy that was born into a family of Lannister soldiers, and he wanted to become big and famous. But of course, each and every time he recruited troops, he tried to go and defeat as many bandits as he could. There were so many bandits, he always kept on getting captured. That's so ironic that he kept on getting captured. But as you can see here, you can obviously see some of the custom cities, the quests, anything you can do around here. And the models on the campaign map look absolutely epic. And I have to say, you've got so many new factions, so many new kingdoms, so many new, hopefully, I believe there may be more new quests, but you can go around all these castles, you can look at it, you can say, wow, what am I seeing here? Because this is no longer a mod, this is a new game. It's a completely new experience that you're getting. And half the time I was just going around in this great mod, and I was just going and entering each and every city just to look at what we have. And what we have is quite good. Though I have kind of asked the mods in a way, although I asked a question and I sort of answered it myself, that are they going to change some of the city maps? So King's Landing is not just Roman repurposed whatever, it's basically a completely new King's Landing that's sort of similar to the movies, etc. So there's more to it. You see this city here, for example, right? Or you see this castle here. But now imagine, what if it actually was more Game of Thrones like? What if they replaced more of the vanilla Bannerlord assets, and they replaced it with a bit more new assets? And you can see the throne rooms here are absolutely excellent. There's also King's Landing, that the throne room has been added as well. So Realm of Thrones is really fun. Realm of Thrones is an amazing mod. All I want to see in the future is basically that whenever I go to any new city or any new place, or if I go to Marine, Marine has pyramids. Or if I go to, let's say, a city in Old Town or a city in King's Landing, they all have their unique architectural assets. But still, you can go in this mod and the world feels alive. That's one of the things I've noticed when I've been playing this mod. I mean, now let's say, for example, if I go into King's Landing, and King's Landing looks absolutely stunning. I mean, half the time I could just basically sit and look at all the city models and stare at them forever, because they are so faithfully recreated from the TV and the books, and they've done an absolutely amazing job. I mean, I think Bannerlord was, well, you know, because since Game of Thrones is based on the Wars of the Roses in such a way that it just lends itself to the Bannerlord experience very, very well indeed. And of course we had to fight bandits, and I just do not like fighting bandits. No, I don't. As you can see, I was getting smashed on this one. Not a great thing. Not a great thing at all. But as you can see, this is King's Landing for now. And of course there's been a couple of changes, I believe. This might not be King's Landing, but you know, most of the cities that you will enter would pretty much look like this. I do hope that there is more new assets, so we see more Game of Thrones style cities. So if I see King's Landing, if I see anything, it has to reflect the Game of Thrones things. But that's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of effort. And the best way I could compare this to is Dawnless Days, right? Dawnless Days, yeah, the games are very different, the mods are very different, but they have this simple goal where they have to get these custom cities onto the campaign map. And that takes a lot of time and effort, and they're doing a huge amount of work, so I appreciate both teams on that front. But you know, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, or if you always wanted to get into Game of Thrones, and this is a great starter, you know. This will allow you to be immersed into the Game of Thrones world. The amount of immersion that there is, the amount of fantastic stuff there is in this mod is absolutely yes. And now we're in King's Landing, of course. As you can see, we're entering the city right now, and yeah, it does definitely give the King's Landing vibe, though I want it changed in the future. I'm just one guy, alright? And I'm just an average Joe on the internet giving his opinion, who basically is saying, get this mod, download it. And as you can see the environment. Just look at how alive it is. Look at the way the people are moving. And if we go through here right now, you'll probably see something special. And of course, I think Burning Empires has cities similar like this. And Burning Empires is another fantastic one. But of course, you know, it's just and look, this is Winterfell. Doesn't Winterfell look great? And to be honest, I really think this reflects Winterfell more, though I would like to see a bit more, I don't know, maybe more unique stuff, but just look at the armor, look at the throne rooms, everything about it is just amazing. Look, at the end of the day, this is a completely massive mod, and I would like to showcase every single thing in this mod, but you know what, even if there is the next updates that come out, they're going to be even more huge. There's going to be even more stuff added to this mod. Don't think for a second that this mod is just, you know, it's just like that. There is so much more, and we've not scratched the surface yet of this fantastic mod that there is. So I will put the Nexus link down below, and you can go ahead and download it. At some point it's going to be on the Steam Workshop, but what I'm saying here right now, guys, is this is amazing. Go ahead, download it, and try out 3.8, because 3.8 is absolutely brilliant, and you will have so much fun playing this fantastic mod. So don't forget to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. And do be sure to check out my Warhammer Bannerlord update video as well.